Good morning, everyone, or shall I say good afternoon. This is Pamela Howard. I am your event planning specialist, and it is time for another Monday midday message. Ooh, I'm so excited about this one because we're in the final quarter. Hopefully, everyone can hear me okay. I've been having some issues here with my volume, but so excited about this one because we're at the final quarter of the year. We're towards the middle of October, and this is a time where we should be preparing for 2023. If you haven't already gotten your pre planning started for 2023, this is the perfect time to get started. But today's topics and today's Monday Midday tips are about what what are you doing? Why are you standing in your own way? Okay. Um, we do it all the time. We don't mean to stand in our way, but I'm going to quickly, because we just got 15 minutes, I am going to go ahead and share some actionable tips that you can actually start implementing today to get out of your own way and get ready for 2023. All right. So, number one, let's put it out there. Ha ha ha. Just do it. I have you heard this term, oh, that's easily said and done, right? It's really not. The first steps is always the hardest step. But until you take it, then it's just going to be a notation of your progress. It's not going to be an achievement that you're going to be able to benefit from. Now, I know you're thinking, like I said, that's easier to say than done. However, it's entirely possible, and it's up to you. It's up to you to do that. So, stop procrastinating. We all run into our reasons why we procrastinate for different things. We sometimes we can't control our impulses, or maybe it's a lack of confidence. Sometimes we can be a little too ambitious. I know I'm that's familiar to me. That rings a tone with me sometimes. But being too ambitious sometimes are just some of the common things why we just can't get it done. But we need to get it done. All right, moving on to number two. Now, this is something. So, uh, have you ever been in a situation where you feel like you can't connect the dots between the activity and the big picture? So, I'm just going to tell you, if it's not connecting, you just need to stop doing it. Okay. And the reason why things are not connecting most of the time is because we're doing things outside of our why. Okay. You always have to remember your why. Your why is your drive to why you do what you do. Some people's why is because maybe they've experienced poverty, maybe they've experienced homeless, maybe their children are their why. But it has to be something very strong that's going to motivate you to stay focused and make sure you're connecting the dots between the activity, the things that you're doing in your business or for your business is connecting with your big picture, your overall goal, dream that you have to do. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to stop avoiding tasks that you really don't like. Okay, so as entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, we wear many hats, right? Maybe you don't like to do your bookkeeping, or you don't like to do your inventory. Listen, these are essential responsibilities, and you have to get this done because this is how you make your business thrive. But once again, stop, remember your why and get out of your way. And we'll definitely be recapping on all of these towards the end, but I want to get through them all because we just got 15 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I will definitely go back and follow up with all the comments. Keep bringing in the comments. Make sure you share, like, share this, and make sure you tell me where you're viewing this from as well. Okay. All right. Now, hmm, do you do this to yourself? Oh man, I am so stupid. I can't just get it. I just can't get it done. I am one forgetful person, right? Do you know what you're doing to yourself? This is negative self talk. You got to confront it. Okay. You've all had the silence, that inner talk whose only purpose is to hold you back, okay? You've heard this voice before, the one screaming you, that you're not good enough, right? We tell ourselves, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not on their level. Oh, they're above me. It's all self negative talk. It's all self negative talk. And you have to confront it. Okay. It would be great if you could tell the negative talk to pound the sand, right? Sometimes, though, it takes more persuasion, for instance. This is why you got to have these action buddies. And this is why it's very important to have coaches in your life as well. So you got to confront that negative talk. And, there's a little exercise that um, I'm not going to share on this tip, but there will be a free workshop coming up after I do this talk. I would love for you to join where we can actually work on getting out of our way by taking these actionable steps. Okay. So stop that confronting that negative talk. But these are some of the things that we do to get in our own way, and they're not healthy, and they're not healthy for our business. Okay, where's the next one here? Uh, Become familiar with your inner world. Now, this was a good one. Now, I read something. Gail Brenner. She has a PhD in psychology, and she says that you have to, you know, become very familiar with your inner world. What is your inner world? Do you know? Okay, so that inner world is surrounding yourselves by constant interruptions, having the inability to say no, being personally disorganized, being unclear with your goals, and having a fractured focus. Now, that's that is becoming familiar with your inner world, okay? So this is the thing to get out of your way, okay? The moment that you discover what makes you suffer, you can choose peace instead. I'm going to say that one more time. The moment that you discover what you do that makes you suffer, you have permission to choose peace instead. Now, that's a big one because understanding being familiar with your inner world will guide you into posturing yourself to have more peace. It's a big eye opener. I'm going to tell you, after your eyes have become open, you are primed to live in ways that are intelligent, affirming, and aligned with the deepest desires that get you to your dreams and your goals. I'm telling you, I was so excited about this Monday midday message. I'm hoping all of you all are getting these things, okay? So, because we got to get out of our own way. A lot of times we can't even get to the next step or the third step or elevate where we're trying to go because the business owner, the CEO, the entrepreneur, the solopreneur, we're always doing things to get in our way. And we have to stop it. But it gets better. Start acknowledging your strengths. It's very important that you acknowledge your strengths, okay? A strength is an activity that strengthens you, okay? And it doesn't have to be something that you excel at. Instead, it's something that you look forward to and it leaves you feeling energized. Like, how many people have got up in the morning? You start off your morning and you're so unenergized because you're already thinking ahead and you're thinking about where you got to go and what you got to do. Then you have to find an appetite, okay? Your strength is more of an appetite, okay? And that is what's going to drive you. It goes back to your why as well, okay? You have to know what your why is so that you can, leveraging your strengths and managing around your weakness. It's all about making you feel better as well and feel better about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, You're going to feel good about what you're about to do, what's about to happen, how your business is moving. Listen, this Monday midday message, it is coming from, listen, we've been through too much. COVID-19, 2020, 2021, business struggling, holding on by a thread. We're trying to get all these stimulus, this money coming in, the money from this, trying to keep it. And some businesses still closed. Now, we're going to build a strong foundation. We're going to go into 2023 hard with all of these pre planning tips. And these, listen, I'm giving you actionable things. I'm telling you what's keeping you I'm telling you what you're doing to be in your way. And I'm giving you some tips on how to get rid of these things that you execute that's getting in your way. Okay. And after this midday Monday message, if you're following me, you're going to be getting an email about a free, yes, free workshop that's going to be coming up about creating positive habits to stay out of your way so you can build a strong foundation, go into this third quarter knowing, being focused and being clear and being organized on what you're going to do when 2023 come in. All right? Moving right along because I just got 3 minutes, but I got to get it all in. Okay, run with the right crowd. I I titled it that way because how many times do you find yourself with people that's in the same boat as you and sometimes a little bit worse off than you? That's not the crowd you need to be hanging in. Bless and release. Let them be what they're going to be. You have a goal in mind. You have to make sure that you posture yourself to be around the right people, like minded professionals. And I'm even going to take it a little bit further. You may not even want to be around, you want to be around like minded professionals, but you actually want to be around people that are a little bit more knowledgeable than you. They've elevated themselves. They're a little bit, up there where maybe they're at a goal where you're trying to reach. It doesn't mean that they're better than you. It just means that they are at one level in their business, you at a different level in your business, and you're trying to get to that next level. Those are the type of people you need to be running around with, and that is the right crowd for you. Okay? Now, and I want to share this with you as well. Nothing compares to you except for you. You bust your tail but aren't as productive as your colleagues, right? You see that a friend just bought a new car, they're enjoying luxury vacations, and that leaves you kind of feeling like a failure, unsure. But let me tell you, comparison is the death of joy. I learned something a long time ago from a friend and colleague. You cannot compare yourself to other people where you are and where they are. The first thing you have to understand and you have to accept is that everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different. Their starting point wasn't your starting point. Their midpoint wasn't your midpoint. Their end goal is not your end goal. So it's not fair to you or your business to compare yourself to someone else's successes and then make an establishment of where you should be or shouldn't be. Now, I'm not saying to do analysis. That's different. It's good to have healthy competition and be able to compare volume or compare, you know, data with other businesses. That is fine. You have to have something so you can measure your growth. But I'm talking about understanding that being familiar with that inner world, your inner world. Don't compare. It is the death to your joy. So don't let anything or anyone take your joy away because joy is something that is earned. Okay? So that is my little tip to you. Real quick here, um, don't give yourself a pass. Now, let me tell you this. What is it? Don't give yourself a pass. Now, I'm not saying not to forgive yourself. It's okay to forgive yourself for slip ups. We're human. We're going to make accidents. We're going to have accidents. We're going to make mistakes. You can forgive yourself, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't hold yourself accountable. Instead of making excuses, focus on what you can control so that you can make the right judgments. This is a good opportunity to practice the serenity prayer. Okay. Always pray and ask your higher up. Me, I pray to God, ask Him to help me to accept the things that I can't change and the strength to change the things that I can. Okay? No more excuses. Hold yourself accountable, but forgive yourself if you make a mistake. Just because you make a mistake doesn't mean you have to make excuses. Oh, I made a mistake, so oh well. Well, you made a mistake. Now you got to fix the mistake and you got to hold yourself accountable to make sure the mistake doesn't happen again. Got it? Got it. All right. And remove unnecessary pressures. You know, life is hectic enough, right? It's a cruel world. There's a lot of unnice people in the world. So, why make things worse by overcommitting and setting unrealistic expectations? This is the perfect opportunity to learn I can't even remember. You want to learn the SMART method. Okay? Be specific, be measurable, be make sure your goals are attainable, they're realistic and on time, timely. Okay. All right. Next thing is engaging yourself. The best thing you can do for yourself, your business, and for clients is to invest in yourself. Some might consider self care as a selfish act, but I'm telling you, self care, make time for activities that leave you feeling calm, energized. You know, these are vital to your mental health, your physical health, your emotional well being. Very important to engage in yourself. This is very important. Don't leave yourself on the back burner. Leaving yourself on the back burner is also a big key to why we get in our way. We're always putting other things before us. I'm not saying not to prioritize. You have to prioritize what you have to do, but don't forget to put yourself in your priority, okay? And make it a priority. Last but not least, and I know we're running over time, but remove the word can't, okay? Remove the word can. I can't do this. I can never get this right. You know, I'm not actually who you should take credit for, okay? I'm not actually who should take credit for this. Is that something you said before? Or I wish I could, but I just can't. And a lot of the times, you know, you just have to do some mirror work, as I call it, okay? Learn that in the workshop, okay? And let's see, do I have one more? I think that's it. So, um, uh, last quick thing, avoid ruminating, okay? It's just a cycle of repeating the same thoughts that you just can't shake. You run them over and over and over in your head over and over again. You're getting in your way again. And as a result, this can impair thinking, problem solving, and it can cause you to get stuck in your own head, which you're in your own way. All right. So I thank you all for joining. I hope these tips have helped someone. Make sure you share, make sure you're checking back for the workshop. I know I haven't been as I haven't been as on task with my Monday midday message, which is why I'm going a little bit long today. But you know, life happens sometimes, but I'm back offering you another Monday midday message. I would love to hear your comments. Make sure you like, share, and tell me where you got this live. Thank you for joining me live. And those that caught on the replay, make sure you tell me where you joined from. And I promise I will engage with you guys. Listen, have a fantastic day. And even if you're not having a good day, like my girl Tabitha Brown says, don't you go up and mess up nobody else's. Don't be stealing nobody's joy. You don't want them to steal yours. Have a fantastic day.